Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wants to throw. It's Singletary. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Navy's offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Trying play action. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. To the air, it's Singletary. He fires to the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. His passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Navy offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3-and-out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Singletary. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. Sweet feet on the move. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Hard running there. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snags it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Motion from the offense. This is a designed run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on third and goal from the 1. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead down a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and second and 6. To the air, it's Singletary. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And Navy will go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
With the catch, it's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The back goes in motion. They'll run play action. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Field goal is good.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Singletary. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This defense has been able to force a couple of third downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside the spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They're going to run it. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're getting this guy lathered up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Cox. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. It's a draw. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 32-29. Running back goes in motion. Now on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Now setting up shop in the red zone. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Feeling some heat.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Working the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. To the ground with the back. Discards a man. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Singletary. Looking for a big gain. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Trying to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Singletary. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Buys a little extra time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Back to throw, it's Cox. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Completion a little short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a one-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Leaves it with the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Singletary. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the big fullback. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go, and he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
And that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Singletary. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. On the move, it's Jackson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Singletary. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for block. And the returner goes down. And Navy will go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Out of the gun, the inside give. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Cox. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the catch and knocked down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. That pass is incomplete. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll try the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll run the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man down the middle. Stopped after making the catch. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? To the air, it's Cox. Pressure coming. Get it out on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Now they'll run it to the right here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Fires to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after that completion. He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
I think because of this offense's inability to run the football, I think play action is going to be a little bit trickier and harder for them to now pull off because this defense is just not expecting run, or they're not afraid of their ability to run the football.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Cox. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field. The ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Off the RPO, complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Worthy. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the boot, looking for his man. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're bringing heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You've got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Almost had the completion, just missed it. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll take it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keeps it. Past the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Tackled there by the defense. Third and goal where the strong come through. Back to pass. It's Singletary. He'll throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for space. It's Jackson. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And here comes the Navy offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. This time he's got it. At the 35, he's got room. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Worthy. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He wants a big play here late. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores, and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They're going to test the right side with this one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. From inside the 15, here's the return. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.